You got something to tell me? Don't hold back. I'll listen. Yeah, you're pretty enthusiastic about this.
Then...
Well, you're an astronaut trainee, right, Kaito?
Got it.
Sure am. I'm still a trainee, but I'm gonna be accepted for sure.
But...
Training to be an astronaut must be hard. Can you handle it?
Huh.
No problem. My training is a piece of cake. Kaito was grinning at me, but then his expression turned serious.
But you know...
Well, to be honest, it's about as intense can get. But the universe is harsh. You gotta be able to handle any situation. Any situation.
I mean...
The first 2 years is basic training. It's pretty straightforward. They learn the skills needed to be an astronaut. Medicine, or aeronautical engineering, scuba diving, linguistics, survival training. You pretty much just gotta master everything. Survival training. You have to do that too?
Got it.
Yeah, for emergencies where I gotta make an unexpected return from space. That's right. I suppose you risk your life to be an astronaut. Yeah. Also, I don't talk from experience or know that much about space as much as you do, but just as a word of advice, make sure that you also learn how to make your way from Mars to planet Earth if you get stuck there. Just a little bit of an advice. Just a little bit of a warning there.
Ah!
That reminds me. I remember watching something on the news. There's a training facility for astronauts on the bottom of the ocean, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's pretty famous. It's a little different from basic training though.
Listen up.
Alright, pop quiz. What's the most important thing an astronaut needs? I would definitely have to say perseverance. A healthy body is important too. And talent. I mean, you need a lot of things, but I'm gonna go with perseverance. Perseverance?
Got it.
Sure, that's necessary. But there's something more important than that. Camaraderie? The seafloor facility exists to help people train this specific thing. And that thing is...
Listen up.
Communication. The most important thing for an astronaut is teamwork. Alright, didn't it? The universe is a frontier that the people of the world challenge together. And since we need to work together, communication is vital. Something that you have been trying to do all this time, Kaito.
You're right.
That does sound quite important.
Huh.
Right? They checked that in the recruitment exam. That's why you need language training. It makes up a fourth of basic training. That actually makes sense. Of course, I can speak Japanese, English, and Russian all fluently. I didn't just learn the languages. I had to learn each culture too. Culture, huh? I never thought I'd hear Kaito. You know, when I'm thinking about it, it is quite difficult to... I mean, it's not difficult, but it is a little bit surprising hearing this from Kaito, that he knows... that he will know this much stuff. But... Alright, now that I think about it, he can speak multiple languages, is well learned, and has what it takes to be an astronaut. I've been underestimating him. Kaito is incredible.
Damn.
It's just that this killing game is definitely not for him, that's for sure. Damn it, I want to get back to training. The universe is getting away from me. The world needs this luminary of the stars to shine even brighter. And I have the heart to tell him that. I'm not so sure about that. Me neither.
Alright!
Alright, today I'm gonna tell you about me.
Huh?
Eh? Well, duh. It is his free time adventure, Ichi.
Hey, so...
You wanna know, right? Why I feel so strongly about the universe? Good, I thought so. Well, I guess you have no choice, Richie. I haven't even answered yet.
Listen up.
Fair warning, this will be a long story. So only are you going to force me to listen? It's a long story. Oh no!
I mean,
I was a kid. I go to my Gramps' place to play sometimes. He had a pretty big warehouse. I ran through it looking for treasure. One day, while I was looking around in the warehouse, I found a map. A map that will lead you to treasure?
huh?
Or a map of the dungeon? You went on adventures, Kaito? A map? Of what?
Got it.
Hold on, one thing at a time. It was a map of the hidden treasures of the sea. A treasure map. Ah. So at first he wanted to be the king of pirates, eh? But he decided not to and instead wanted to go after space. Cause that's a bigger prize than some treasure. And living the pirate's life is not that great, to be quite honest. But hey, it is your call. I thought this was supposed to be a story about our space. Yeah, me too. But it's like Kaito said, one thing at a time. First, it is the sea, and then the world, and then the universe.
All right.
After I found that map, I made a decision to set up. I went to the nearest pawn shop and sold the map for some cash. Wait, what?
Huh?
You sold it?
Of course.
There's no way I, Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars, would ever follow a map to adventure. Ah, I see. So you don't follow the common norm. You don't use freaking maps. You're using your own intuition. A life free from maps. Finding my own adventures. That's the life for me. I see.
But you know,
But the stew still called me, so I bought a boat and went on a voyage. I can't believe he's demented or just really bugged.
I mean,
Soon after becoming a pirate, I met my distant rival.
huh?
Your rival?
Got it.
Yeah, the boss of the great pirates. So, what happened to outer space?
But you know,
We clashed on the field of battle many times, to the point we became friends. But during our final battle, to see who would conquer the seas, I could have won. But I'm not the kind of guy to be satisfied with just a sea.
listen up.
No. I'm not the kind of guy to be satisfied with just the world. That's why I couldn't finish him off with a final punch. He got mad at me for holding back. We haven't met since that day. I do have to ask you, Kaito. On your adventures, have you ever found like a giant robot that you can control? Cause I'm pretty sure that would suit you quite well too. Even with the benefit of the doubt, the story sounds a little suspect. You know, you could be a writer, Kaito.
Well,
That way, once you reach the stars, once you reach the center of the universe, just like Iniko, you are gonna be able to tell your stories to everybody.
oh,
A writer. I guess I could write my autobiography about the universe. It will become a must-have book for guys trying to become astronauts. Not exactly what I meant.
you know,
What did you expect, Shuichi? What did you expect from a guy like Kaito? Well, I guess it's taken a while. Alright, we'll continue this next time.
okay.
Okay. I suppose this story has a part 2. I wonder where it will end.
Yo,
Hey, if you're back, that means you really want to listen to my stories, huh? Oh, if you say so. You were the one who said you'd finish the story next time.
hey, so
So, where did we leave off?
that's
Well, you were fighting off rival hordes of pirates and had just left your ship.
so.
That's right. What happened after that? I don't know. What do you think happened after that, Kaito?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Something amazing happened before I got off my boat. You say it was amazing, but you forgot it? I'll keep it to myself.
I mean...
After the battle, I was headed for a port, but I got caught in a storm. I thought I was done for, but right when I was preparing for the worst, my boat was eaten by a whale. Oh. And here I was thinking that your boat was crushed by a giant robot. I see.
Come on, man.
What kind of reaction is that? You think I'm lying? It was a whale, man. The second smartest thing in this world after me. Jesus. Probably saw my greatness and hit me in its stomach, away from the storm. I didn't expect this kind of tale from you, Kaito.
Listen up.
Once I made it to the port and stepped onto land, something occurred to me. I tried to conquer the sea, and it won. So I decided my next move would be... it's finally to the outer space part.
Yeah.
To conquer the land! Wait, what? Oh boy. Well, this surely is gonna be long. Place your bets. Are we actually gonna have like 7 free-time events with Kaito? Or 5 like usual?
I mean...
I sold my boat and all my possessions and I entered the jungle. And much like the sea, it was a wild frontier. Cutting my own path through the foliage, I came across something.
Yeah.
A giant anaconda that could swallow a man whole. And then you got eaten and afterwards gave up on conquering the jungle. And thus you decided to conquer the entire world. This part of the story seems less grand than the part about conquering the sea.
But you know...
Well, that was just the beginning. Defeating him opened a gate.
Huh?
A gate? To what?
Listen up.
A gate to the underground empire. He was the watchman. The underground empire?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a whole civilization in a giant underground cave. I invaded their empire. I made the emperor my sidekick, but the time limit came so fast, I had to go back to my Gramps' house.
Why?
The time limit.
Huh?
Well, yeah, my summer vacation was over. Duh. You had a pretty long summer vacation, didn't you? Anyway, I still don't know why you decided to become an astronaut.
What?
Huh? Why I want to be an astronaut? Was that what we were talking about? Didn't you actually start... Actually, hold on a second. No, didn't you actually start the story by telling us how you became an astronaut? Or am I just wrong?
Huh?
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Of course.
Well, that's simple. The universe is the final frontier for me to conquer. And it's sort of cool, isn't it? Aren't astronauts the best? Kaito has such a... Kaito has the mind of a child. Which is completely understandable given that we're talking about astronauts. He still has the heart and the mind of a child. So essentially, because it's cool was your reason. Because fuck it. He can. I mean, everything is possible. Man, when can we get out of this place? I'm missing so much training.
You're right.
That's true.
But you know...
But since we're here, aren't you glad you met me?
Huh?
I'm glad I met you. I guess Kaito has saved me before.
Keep your chin up.
It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Just be proud that you're my sidekick. Sidekick.
Hey, so...
I got quite a record. I can even call the ultimate hero. Your quote-unquote record, eh? What do you mean?
Huh.
To tell the truth, I had a number of sidekicks in the past. I'm only an astronaut trainee, but in other fields, my name is Legend.
Huh?
Really?
Got it.
Yep. For example, that star rookie in the Major League, he used to be my sidekick. In the Major League?
Huh?
What?
I mean...
That engineer who won a Nobel Prize, he also used to be my sidekick. I even showed up our current Prime Minister the ropes of politics. Okay, what's next? Are you gonna say that one of your sidekicks was actually an alien? Oh yeah, and that pop sensation. I taught her to sing and dance. Oh boy, we're learning more about Sayaka Maizono's origin stories. She actually learned how to sing and dance from Kaito Momota, the Luminary of the Stars. Kaito Momota was originally the ultimate pop sensation. But nobody ever knew. It was that Kaito passed the torch to Sayaka. Even though nobody knows about Kaito being a pop sensation. Ah, I see. I don't know about this. Some of those people are older than Kaito.
But you know...
That said, I only nudged them in the right direction.
I believe in you.
Don't doubt yourself. You just gotta follow the path you believe in. If you're lost, I'll believe in you. If you get scared, I'll help you.
Huh.
Yeah. With just a nudge, a person can change. They can break out of their shell. And it's a real man that gives them the encouragement they need. That's true. Even if it's just one person, anyone would be encouraged by that. But that one person has to be special. It has to be someone like Kaito.
Hey, so...
If you want to talk about something, don't hesitate. We'll talk it out. Your worry is my worry. My worry is your worry. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Kaito is always so honest and approachable. He's willing to help you with anything. Almost sound like Kaito could help me. Kinda makes me think though, why is it that you're hiding your illness, Kaito? Why is that? You're saying that we all should be honest, but there must be a reason why you haven't told Shuichi or anybody about your cough and such. Makes me wonder. Only someone like him could tell me what I need to hear. Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about another boy like that.
Okay.
Hey, got a minute? I got something to talk about.
Okay.
Okay. He seems upset. Did I do something to make him angry? Did we?
That's enough!
I'm just gonna say it. What are you moping around for?
Huh?
What?
Listen up.
When my sidekick is moping, it really ticks me off. I'm moping? I wasn't aware that Shuichi's moping around. I mean, he doesn't have a mop. He doesn't clean. I mean, that's Kirumi's job.
Hey, so...
I told you, man. Don't hesitate to talk to me if something's wrong. You're still keeping stuff from me. Am I not reliable enough? Spit it out. If you bottle everything up, it cannot get fixed. That's true. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not looking for advice.
Come on, man.
You've got some guts trying to lie to me. Fine then. Listen up. Kaito encouraged me, complimenting me about my talent. I should tell him... then... he'd understand why. I told him all about the case that got me the title of the ultimate detective. I told him everything, so that he would know how talented I really am. I see. So you're chosen after you solve the case. Yeah. And the most important part, I just happened to find some evidence that was missed. I accidentally solved the puzzle. It was all coincidence, happenstance, and I followed the culprit's plan for vengeance. I didn't understand the situation. I didn't know any better. That man hates me.
Jeez.
Jeez, you worry about the most trivial stuff, man. Trivial? Okay, I don't want to be too mean. I mean, I don't want to be mean to him. It's not a trivial job. What do you mean trivial?
Wait!
What do you mean trivial?
Of course.
And the culprit's fittings. Why are you even worrying about them?
Huh?
What?
Listen up.
The culprit was trying to get away with it by using a trick, right? He killed someone and was trying to get away with it. He's a bad guy. He got away with it. He'd be crushed by the weight of his guilt. We got him before that happened. He should be thanking you.
Hey, so
Don't worry. Even if that idiot holds a grudge against you,
keep your chin up.
I'll support you all the way. I know you did the right thing. And not just with that guy. From now on, if anyone holds a grudge against you, I'll kick their ass.
So you just gotta follow the path you believe in. You're my sidekick, so don't hold back. Rely on me whenever you need to.
Thank you.
Kaito. Thank you. Alright, so he is foolhardy. But he supports me and expects nothing in return. He does so much for me. I could never turn my back on that. I will never betray his support and trust. I will never break my bond with Kaito. He can be a bit of a hypocrite at times. He is very reckless and brash at times. But I can't help but like an idiot like him. I just cannot help it.
Kaito!
I understand, Kaito. I will always depend on you.
Got it.
Yeah, just leave it to me. Kaito's smile was as bright as starlight. I couldn't help but smile back. Everything is going to be okay. As long as we have this, we can move forward. Sometimes I feel as though I'm dragging him down, but I know I'll catch up one day. I bet he'd laugh and tell me I have a lot of nerve for a Sidekick. He sure would say that, indeed. We have learned the skill Spacewalk. We went our separate ways, and we got Kaito's undergarments. Of course, with stars on it. Red stars, though.